Okay, when you're multiplying or dividing rational numbers, what you want to do is factor everything. So let's look at this. A plus 3 cannot be factored. A squared plus a minus 12, let's factor that. A times a is a squared. Two numbers that multiply to negative 12 and add to 1. So one must be positive and negative to multiply to negative 12. And they have to add to 1, so I would say that this one's got to be 4 and this one's got to be 3. So we get 4a and minus 3a, which is 1a. Okay, times. Then let's factor the rest of this. A times a is a squared. They have to multiply to 12 and add to 7. That would be 3 and 4. And on the bottom in the denominator here, a squared minus 9, that factors to a plus 3 times a minus 3, because that's a difference of 2 squares. So then I want to reduce anything in common. So I've got an a plus 3 and an a plus 3. I can reduce those. I have an a plus 4 on the top and an a plus 4 on the bottom. And these two a minus 3s, I can't reduce those because they're both on the bottom. So I'm only reducing these things that are on the top and bottom because what's happening here essentially is I'm dividing something by itself. When you divide something by itself, you get 1. And when multiplying by 1, it just goes away. So you don't have to see the times 1. So that's why I can cancel those out or reduce them. So I'm left here with a plus 3 over a minus 3 times a minus 3. Another way to write this would be a plus 3 over a minus 3 squared. Okay, when you're dividing, like over here at the right, the first thing you want to do, well, you want to factor them. So while you're going, you can factor them if you want. But also, when you're dividing a fraction by another fraction, you're going to multiply by the reciprocal of the second one. So this is b squared minus 25 over b plus 5 squared. Now times the reciprocal of this. So 4b plus 20 over 2b minus 10. Now that I have it changed into a multiplication problem, I'm going to go ahead and factor this. The b squared minus 25 is the difference of 2 squares. So that factors to b plus 5 times b minus 5. B plus 5 squared is already factored. I might write it like b plus 5 times b plus 5 instead, just so I can reduce it a little easier. 4b plus 20 has a 4 in common, so I'm going to factor a 4 out, and I'll be left with 4 times b plus 5. 2b minus 10 has a 2 in common, so I'm going to factor a 2 out, and I'm going to be left with b minus 5 inside. And then I'm going to go through and try to reduce anything that I can. I have a b minus 5 on the top and bottom. I have a b plus 5 on the top and bottom. I have another b plus 5 on the top and bottom, and I'm left with 4 over 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2, and so that is my final answer. So all of this junk up here actually just reduced down to 2.